Alright, so if you've made it to this video, then you have successfully logged in to Blackboard and you see this screen, the home page of the course. And I just want to give you a sense of where you could find things, what's going to be happening, and just talk a little bit about what you'll find on the syllabus. As I post exams and assignments, you'll see them appear in the announcements page. And if I send out emails to the entire class, they'll also appear in announcements. So you might occasionally check into this. Later, as I begin to post assignments, a calendar tab will appear here. You can quickly go to that and check and see the dates that things are due that are coming up for you. The grades tab is where you'll find your grades. Right now you'll see some assignments listed there from the intersession class. I need to clean this up a little bit still, but this is where you'll be checking your grades. And technical help can be found here. I've included the standard technical help tabs, but there's also a link there for Zoom, which is the platform that I'll use if you would like to have office hours. You'll find here the syllabus, also a link to the ebook. I'll talk about the ebook real quickly first. The ebook tab, when you click on it for the first time, will take you to something that looks like this. And this is what the textbook looks like. Don't get any other version. It's the you can see the blue and the red and the black. There are other versions of different colors here. They don't have all the material that you need. So this is the edition you need, 4th edition. There is a 5th edition. I'm not requiring that you purchase that at this point. So you should be able to, you can either get this for a decent price in hard copy. If you want to use the ebook edition, you can click here and you'll see purchase options. I think it's $60 here to purchase for a year the ebook edition. And you'll click on that here. So I leave that up to you, how you decide how you would like to do that. I did specify on the syllabus that if you want to use an earlier edition, the 3rd edition, you could get away with doing that, but the textbook chapter numbers have changed, so you'll have to pay close attention to my discussion of that in the syllabus. Okay, so let me take you to the syllabus. If you click on the syllabus tab, you will see I do have on-campus office hours. You're certainly welcome to come visit. Zoom.com office hours as requested. And if you send me an email for my students that are in this online class, I prefer that you use the Blackboard messaging system. Do not just send me a regular email. Because I need to treat you a little differently and make sure I address those much more quickly. So that if you want quicker attention, you should use the Blackboard email. Use the message tab on the home page to get to me. Course description, here's all the standard language about blah, 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 outcomes and objectives. Here's the textbook discussion. Again, make sure you have the correct edition and check the topics of the chapters. If you're going to use the 3rd edition, make sure you do that correctly. Grading in the class is based on a series of quizzes and activities for each week that together will make up about 18% of your grade. Exams, there are 3 exams on each section of the course, 180 points total, so that's 18% of your grade. There are 2 written papers that are 400 points total, 200 points each. So that's a big chunk of your grade. And there are going to be 4 discussion boards. The first one is due this week, with this week's work. 60 points each, so that's 240 points. Pretty standard. You have the possibility of earning 20 points of extra credit, so that's 2% of your grade. And there are 2 ways to get extra credit: going to on-campus events if you are in town. And I've discussed that here. You can also do additional news blog stories, and that will become evident to you as I post that tab and talk about that assignment. As a general rule, I don't accept late work, so when you are doing these activities each week, you need to really stay on top of those. You cannot make those up if you miss them on the week that they're due. I'll take them down afterward. Discussion boards as well. The papers are due. Be pretty clear about the due date, and each day that they're late, there will be 20 points deducted from the score, so that's a letter grade, so be careful about the due dates for those. If you do miss one of the exams on the day that it's due, you can take an optional comprehensive final exam at the end of the semester. And if you do have a documented health reason for missing more than one exam or discussion board, then we can talk about that. So let me know. And that's pretty rare. Technical help. Again, I've told you that there are some links where you can find help on these things. And I also have drafted a couple of videos to help you with my specific assignments. Etiquette guidelines, students with disabilities, by all means, reasonable accommodations will be made. Let me know if you do run into any problems. Drop deadline is 2/10. That's when you get your money back and there's no record of the course on your transcript. Be careful with pass, no pass. This is the date. Withdrawals, the date is April 14th. So that's getting a W instead of an F on your record. Academic dishonesty. I do expect you to safe assign for the paper assignments. I understand that, when it comes to the exams and stuff, they're designed for you to use your course materials. And I'll talk about that as they come up. The schedule of the course, 3 sections of the class, Part 1, Part 2, Part 3. Part 1 is general framework of the system. We'll talk about Constitution, federalism, civil rights, and liberties. Second part of the course is public opinion, participation, economic and social policy as well. And the final part of the course, the 3 branches. So just in general. Now what I will do in this course is generally I will post things Thursday mornings, new tabs by Thursday mornings, and then the work will be due the following Wednesday in general. I'll try to stick to that. I have the due dates here for the work under the various parts, and also the due dates for the papers and the exams. All right, and again, these will appear in the calendar section as they come up. So there's exam 1, exam 2, and exam 3. Here's the optional comprehensive exam and the second paper. When we finish the course, let me just give you a sense of how this is going to look. Right now, of course, there aren't that many tabs here. By the time the course finishes, it's going to look like this, okay? So later today I will post the content material for constitutional democracy. You will see later a calendar page, an exams page appear. So here's all the content areas: constitutional democracy, federalism, civil liberties, equal rights. At this point we'll have the first exam, and so forth, okay? The final tab is the policy news blogs, and again I will give you an idea of that assignment as we get closer to it. All right. Now, I want to just, before I leave this, very quickly take you into the textbook. All right. So this is, I'm in the ebook right now because I'm going to be talking about the Constitution in the material I'm going to post today. So I'll be using the version of the Constitution that's in your textbook. All right, and it looks like this. This is the site for the textbook. And when you get into the textbook, if you do use the ebook, over here is the table of contents, and you can quickly move to whatever section you need to be in. This is where you'll find the Constitution. Okay, it's in the appendix. Other material, so the Chapter 2 is in the foundation section, so the Constitution, that's the first chapter that we'll be talking about, the Constitution and the founding. So I hope I have given you some idea of how the class will proceed. You'll see there's an introductory quiz here, diagnostic quiz. Please go ahead and take that. I'll give you 2 points just for taking it. Wrong answers don't matter, so it's better if you just do it so I can see how much you know. I also want to know how much exposure you've had to political science in the past. All right, let me know if you do have any questions as we move through.